Hey, what up, everyone? I'm Sinnycool, and this is EverQuest Project 1999. And today we are on the green server. I'm about to show you the daddest camp of all time. It's going to get me from level 22 to 25 with barely any effort, in my opinion, anyway. And you know what a dad camp is, right? It's an AFK camp. I just call it a dad camp. And you kill something, and you set a timer, and you're super safe and you get a big chunk of EXP. You come back 20 minutes later, 15 minutes later, whatever. You kill it again. You just are super safe, and you just get a kill to where you have time in between. But we're doing the Gnomish Spelunker in Unrest. I don't think I've seen this anywhere ever before, and this is kind of my thing, y'all. I've tried to do many other different types of videos, but I feel like this is where I shine, is finding like dad camps, AFK camps, and this is another one for you. The Spelunker has no faction, so when you kill him, you get no faction, and he is non-aggro. He will not, he has no faction, so after you kill him, he doesn't hate you any more than he did before, and you can just sit here for days, hours. It's AFK, and nothing in this little cave will attack you. But let's watch this fight real quick. I'm throwing the kitchen sink at him because he is level 20. And I would not recommend this until you're level 22 at the least because he's 600 HP. He'll hit you for like 40s and stuff like that. And, just look at this fight right here. Like, I was pretty low on HP. My pet's about to die. He's pretty tough. So I don't recommend it for everybody. But maybe a Necro, an Enchanter, man, I don't know, a Mage maybe. I'm not sure, but if you can do it, you can do it, and it's really nice, and it's a nice AFK camp. But here's the problem, is other than him being pretty tough, he is a warrior, so he doesn't cast any spells, he doesn't do anything unordinary, he just attacks you. But he will swim away towards, like, the gazebo. So you got to be careful. You really don't want to let him swim. You kind of want to keep him rooted, or have a high swim, or don't be heavy. I've gotten into trouble with the water. Basically, I have died a couple times, but it's been totally worth it. To get here, you would come in Unrest. You know where this is? It's in a cave. It's underwater. It's by the gazebo. It's where that water is, where the ghoul stands. There's like a tormented undead walking, pathing by that waterfall. You get in the water. You swim around, and there's like a cave. There's like a hallway underwater, and you go that way. And it's just this little tiny room. And all you have in here is Sarah and the Gnomish Spelunker. Sarah is just a level 4, like, undead. You don't mess with her. You don't do anything to her. She won't aggro, though. She doesn't mess with you. And, yeah, it's a 22-minute camp. He's level 20, like I said. So when you're killing him at level 22, you get so, like, gigantic chunks of experience. You can see it. It's like a third of a bub, or, a little bit less than that, probably. Like a fourth of a bub. Maybe 4 kills per bubble. And it sounds like a lot of time, but the time that you're actually playing the game and getting like a bubble is crazy. Like probably 15 minutes to get a bubble, something like that. I don't know. I don't even know, but it's just a lot, and it's easy, and you barely have to play. But yeah, and then I added another spawn to this camp, another mob to this camp to make it a little bit more enticing for you. It's another blue, and it is the ghoul out there. So we will be killing him here in a second. There's the ghoul out there by the water. He's always there. He always spawns. You know the ghoul I'm talking about. From the back wall, the gazebo, from the gazebo to the back wall, along the water, he stands right there towards the back wall. We're going to go get him right now. So your swimming will go up as you do this, because you're going to swim from the cave to the waterfall like a bunch of times. But I'm swimming. Going to jump up on this ledge. I do kill this one tormented undead because he gets in my way. Tormented dead. He gets in my way while I'm fighting the ghoul, so I just kill him real quick. I barely use any mana. Kind of just stab him up, usually. I'm level 23 here. I did have another video I recorded, but it was all laggy. I don't know if it was my computer or the recording software or the game or what, but it was super laggy. When I was 22 doing this, I dinged to 23, and I had the whole video, and commentary and everything, good commentary too, man. But the video was all choppy and laggy, and I couldn't use it. So here we are at level 23, about to hit level 24. So you can see that it's pretty good. I got 2 whole levels already. All right, there's the ghoul, and I just hit him with slow. Sometimes I'll med up here for a minute. And he's on a 22-minute spawn as well. He will be blue until you hit level 24. So at 22, he's blue. At 23, he's blue. Once you hit level 24, he turns green, but he still gives you experience. So I hit him with the slow. Bring him over here. He swims in the water. You got to just stay over here. Don't be messing with him near the water, because I did die one time by the ghoul, unfortunately. I went to the other side of the water, started fighting him. Other stuff jumped in. I killed the other stuff. I decided to try to pull him back across the water because other stuff was jumping in. He rooted me in the water, and then I drowned underwater. I was trying to gate and stuff. It just wasn't happening, and I drowned underwater while I was rooted. So do not, like, stay on this side. Pull him to this side. Don't get in the water at all, or else you may die. So just we're keeping him rooted. He runs, too, just like the gnome. Everything we kill is going to be running except for the tormented dead. So I like to keep him rooted. I don't want him running across the water or getting in the water or going and getting other stuff, which doesn't really happen. It hasn't happened since I started pulling him over here, but just to be safe. And I usually throw the rest of my mana at him. So usually I'll kill the Spelunker. I might sit there for a minute, get a couple little ticks of mana. Then I'll go swimming, come up, kill the Tormented Dead without using, hopefully, too much mana and just stabbing it up. And then I'll come over to the ghoul. I'll get up on by the wall, way up on the hill here, by the waterfall. I'll sit down for another minute or so. Then I'll kill the ghoul and just throw everything at him because I'm about to be sitting for like 15 to 18 minutes here. So this is the AFK part. This is the dad part. But there's another Tormented Dead right there. I'm showing it because he is pretty close. But he's only jumped in... When my pet was lower level, he would, like, jump my pet occasionally. If I didn't hug the wall while I was swimming, sometimes he would jump my pet. It really wasn't a big deal, but it's annoying. You don't really want to be messing with that guy. He's green, and he's not super in your way as long as you hug the wall while you're swimming. But then I'll just sit in here, and nobody comes in here. I saw one guy, and all he was doing is, like, chilling. He wasn't trying to kill the Spelunker or anything. He knew this was an out-of-the-way spot. No trains come through here. No camps are here. Nobody comes in here. One guy out of, like, 4 days of doing this all day. One guy came in here, and he left right away. When he seen I was fighting the Spelunker, he left. Because he didn't want to deal with that. But here's Sarah. I decided to get a nice close-up view of her. Maybe it'll be a thumbnail. Not sure. Trying to make it a thumbnail. You never know what it's going to pick for your thumbnails. I used to have TubeBuddy, but I guess it expired or something. I do have Canva. I could use that, I guess, but it seems like you guys don't care about thumbnails, honestly. I think it's trying to tell me my mic's about to die, so I'm going to go ahead and pause for a sec. Anyway, it seems fine. I'm just going to keep going. If it dies, it dies. Let's get this video going again. Come on now. Let's go. There we go. It's starting. Don't know what it's doing. Did I hit it too many times? Sometimes it does this. It's going to be fine. Let's go. Stop doing that. What's my pet doing? We're going to skip ahead anyway. Because we're now just sitting here. And usually it was between 15 and 18 minutes. Like, the higher level you get, the better you get at it. The closer you'll get to 18 minutes of AFK. And the longer it takes, the closer the fights are, the more you have to chase the Spelunker. Like, the more you have to wait in between the ghoul and the Spelunker to get mana back and HP back. Like, the less you'll have to sit. So, you know, you'll start with, like, 13 to 15 minutes of downtime, and then as you get better and better in level and stuff, you'll end up with, like, close to 18 to 19 minutes of downtime, which, in my opinion, is good, because I'm getting a giant chunk of experience plus another little chunk of experience, and then I can go do other things. I'm completely safe, and it's just consistent. It's not a group where somebody could go off and pull a random bunch of stuff and kill you. It's not a group where another group could run through you with a big old train. It's not some camp you're doing consistently over and over with something could happen. Like, it's super consistent, and it's just good experience. And this is how I get this. This is how I got to 60 on my Necro, y'all. It's like AFK camps, dad camps, stuff like this. But I'm going to go ahead and let's go ahead a little bit here. Oh, we're fighting him again. Wow. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. All right, there he is. He popped. I'll show you the whole fight. As an enchanter, this is what I do. All right, I target him. I got all my buffs on, right? Alacrity, Breeze, both my armors. I've been using Rune lately because I got Rune 2. I need to use up all my Rune 1s. But I'll cast Slow. Then I cast it's called, it's Weaken, whatever Weaken is. I forget what it's called. Then I cast Choke. Then I do Sanity Warp. And then I might start rooting. We'll see how it goes here. Looks like I do Choke again. It depends where his HP is. And I've been doing this with level 24 spells recently, so it's a little bit different. Once you get 24, you get way better spells. But I'm mostly just, you know, you slow him, you weaken him, and then you just go back and forth with your dot and your direct damage. If he starts punching you too much and you're losing too much health, I usually root him, and I'll walk over here. This is where it could get dicey because you just don't want to fall in the water. You don't want him in the water. You just don't want him or you in the water. If he goes in the water, it's bad. Even if he's just in the water and you're out of the... Well, if he's in the water and you're out of the water and he's not running yet, it's still annoying because you can't target him. You can't freaking hit him with spells. It's hard. You try to jump in the water and hit him with spells and it still doesn't work. And then he's just beating the crap out of your pet and then he comes after you. It's just annoying. So just don't let him get in the water. Best thing to do is like to put your back to the water and then push him towards the wall. Like some of your direct damage spells will push a little bit. Sometimes even you know how you push the enemy a little bit while you're fighting it and it kind of backs up a little bit from some of your spells, from whatever. Well, put your back to the water. Like, you're not seeing me do it yet, but I learn as I go. I eventually learn that I'm going to put my back to the water. I'm going to try to push him towards the wall. Because one time, I died. He was in the water. I couldn't attack him. He killed my pet. He came after me. I was already low on HP because I was like, that's why I was moving around, and that's how he got in the water in the first place, because I was like half HP trying to root him. So anything having to do with the water, just never, ever fight in the water. If he's running in the water, that's one thing. But if you're fighting something in the water, it's not good. Not the ghoul and not this guy. So, yeah, we're about to go fight the ghoul. I always just make sure I have at least alacrity or quickness on, at least breeze on. You know, sometimes I'll come back early. Like, I'll set my timer for 21 minutes usually, and he pops every 22 minutes, but I set it for 21, so I have a minute of buffer, and I'll even come back early most of the time. I'll be looking at my timer, and whenever it says I have like 5 minutes left or 3 minutes left or something, I'll come back and I'll just rebuff and make sure I med back up, and so I'm super ready for him because he is a tough fight. You don't want to be going in there with like missing a bubble of this or a bubble of that, or like missing breeze or alacrity or quickness. You don't want to be like, sometimes I'll go into the fight without like shielding and cloud, but that's up to you. I'd really recommend fully buffing and then medding back up before the next fight. But just using my crappy little animation. I bet you could charm, but then it wouldn't be an AFK dad camp. That's the trouble I'm having with Enchanter at the moment. Like, my Necro is super easy all the way around, and super powerful, and hard to kill, and was awesome at AFK camping, and stuff like that. I had no worries. You know what I mean? And then my Shaman, same thing. Pretty much same exact thing. Just not as strong, not as powerful. Needs more gear. But I could do the same kind of stuff with my Shaman. That's why I got all the way to 54. Now with this Enchanter, it's like, if I'm going to be charming stuff and using it to fight something else, then it's going to break charm. Well, I can't go AFK. I have to like get rid of the pet. I have to worry about pets, like charmed pets, which is a nuisance almost. It's really strong, and I like doing it when I'm actively playing. And I think it makes for good videos and like creeping through dungeons and stuff like that. But I think I missed killing the ghoul there. I accidentally hit pause or something. But we're back in here with in the cave. But yeah, that's I don't know. The Enchanter's cool and everything. It's a nice change of pace. But I use my animation when I'm doing dad camps. I don't know how that's going to work in the future when I'm like level 40 or 50. I don't know if it's going to be able to be done. But for now, that's what I'm doing, and it's working. So yeah. But this is daddest camp of all time, y'all. I swear. No faction. No aggro. You're super safe. It's a nice chunk of experience. You're in Unrest, where there's extra experience, like Zim. That's why everybody comes here, you know. Nobody has a creative bone in their body. They all go to Unrest, and the reason they do that is because the Zim is high, and you get lots of experience. So this counts. This guy counts. Nobody kills it, and this guy counts. And you can get a kill every 22 minutes, and then another one with the ghoul. And it just you got to try it to believe me. Try it for one day. Try it for 5 hours. And in those 5 hours, you're getting like 3 kills an hour, and you're playing for like 15 minutes an hour. You know what I mean? And you'll if you fully try this type of play, you'll be amazed at how many levels you can get and how fast it actually happens. You'd think it would be super slow, and it sounds like you're just not even playing and you're AFK all the time and you're just getting one kill, but it adds up. I have a 60 necro, I have a 54 shaman. It adds up. This guy went from 22 to 25 in like 3 days doing this. I'm not quite to 25 yet, but I'm like less than 2 bubs away. I'm planning on getting it before I put this video out. That way people can come to this camp without me being here. But yeah, my guy has my gear's not even that good. I just throw the kitchen sink at him. So slow, weaken, choke, and I'm still facing the water like a dummy. I should have my back to the water. Sanity warp. I get chaos flux at 24. It's amazing. It hits for like 150. I get alacrity at 24. It's so much faster than quickness. It feels like it is anyway. I get a new pet at 24. Yeah. Once I hit 24, this got way easier too. So if you want to wait till 24, he's level 20. It's not like he's 18 or 16. There he goes running again. I didn't learn my lesson yet. But he's got barely any HP, so I just stab him up. If he does end up running, sometimes he will submerge and run towards the gazebo, and sometimes he will keep swimming towards the ghoul. So I can't tell you exactly what he's going to do. Most of the time I would just get out of the water and start casting Chaos Flux or Sanity Warp, and it would hit him because he would be usually running towards the gazebo, and he's never got any aggro. Like, him running away has never made it that big of a problem for me. It's just annoying. The only time that he's actually killed me is when he's in the water fighting. If he's in the water running, it's not that big of a deal. It feels like it's going to be. You're clenching your butt cheeks, hoping he doesn't go. But I don't think anything would aggro anyway unless it sees you, because he's just a gnome. It's not like he's undead or anything. I don't know. But yeah, kill him and then swim, 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 and try to hug this wall. The tighter you hug it, the less chance that that tormented dead's going to come after your pet. Go up and try to get out of the water as soon as you can so you don't like aggro the ghoul if it's there. And we want to kill this tormented dead just because it gets in the way. It'll add to the ghoul fight. If you like right here, once again, like I said, it's not fully this wasn't me doing it the smartest way yet. Like, I'm not fighting with my back to the water. I'm not rooting as much at the end of the fight with the gnomish spelunker. Here I'm like not killing the tormented dead when I should, because he's gonna attack you no matter what. You're sitting and he paths this whole side, so he's gonna end up, if you start fighting the ghoul, he's gonna add, and if you're not fighting the ghoul yet, he's gonna run over and punch you in the head while you're sitting. So you might as well just go wait for him and kill him, because he just gets in the way. But it's cool though. You can get some flesh and some other stuff and like some weapons, and like the loot isn't that great. That's another thing to talk about. The gnomish spelunker drops like half a plat, maybe 3 gold, somewhere between like 3 and 5 gold, and then he'll drop a small rawhide every once in a while. Like every other time he'll drop a piece of small rawhide. So you might come out of there with a full set of small rawhide in like, whatever, 3 plat or 5 plat or something like that. But then you got the ghoul and you got the tormented dead, so you're getting stuff off of them too. It's not terrible. It's not like the giants in Frontier Mountains where you get 0 loot, like always. Like you'll get a little bit, but it's not good either. It's not for loot. It's more for experience. This is to get to that next spell level. This is to make sure you're heading in the right direction. This is so you can do other things IRL as a dad or as an adult, so you can play the game. Like people all the time say to me, I don't have time to play this game. Yes, you do. If you play the way I play, you have time. Unless you're like going to a place for work. I work from home, so I get my work done, and if I have to skip if he pops and I can't kill him right away, it's no big deal. Like, he's not going to attack me. I can kill him whenever I want. Nobody's going to steal my spawn. Nobody kills that guy. So it's like perfect. I can sit here and work for 3 hours and he'll still be standing there waiting for me. Or I can kill him every single time he pops for freaking 2 minutes a fight. So I'm working, working, working. He pops, kill him, go back to working. It takes like 2 minutes to kill him. It's not a big deal. Yeah. But I understand some people don't work at home, work from home. But anytime you're at home, you could be doing this. Right? You come home from work, you pop on the game, you're in the cave, you kill them, you sit down, you go do whatever you got to do. You cook dinner, you play with the kids, you take the dog on a walk, you come back, you set a timer on your phone, and people in your household will be like, "What's that for? There's your timer again." Be like, "Oh, I got to kill this gnome again." You go upstairs, or you go wherever, your office, you kill the gnome for 2 minutes, and then you're back out doing whatever you was doing. That's how you play the game. If you say I don't have time for this game, I feel like you have 2 minutes every 22 minutes to you know whatever play the game, kill one thing, and then when you do have time, you'll be a couple levels higher and you'll have more fun because you're actually making progress instead of joining a group. I only got 2 hours a week to play, and you join a group and the group is crap and you die, and you're like, this game I can't play it. Or, you know what I mean? So, to make progress on other days where you actually don't have time to play is kind of nice. That way, if you do have a bad time, that when you can play, it's not that bad because you already made a bunch of experience and stuff. I feel like I said a lot of cool stuff on that other video that's just never going to see the light of day with my commentary. I was thinking of all kinds of stuff to say, but this is what it is. I don't know if I ding in this one or not. Can't remember. I don't want to make it super long because it's pretty boring. You're just killing a gnome, you're swimming, you're killing a tormented dead, and then you're killing a ghoul. And then you're going back and sitting in the cave. And it's super safe, and it's super good, and I'm almost level 25. I started at 22, and I got 23, 24, and I'm about to get 25 off of this. Never seen anybody do it before. Like, anybody can do a main room group. Anybody can do a Miss More video. Anybody can do lower guck or whatever. I just feel like I'm showing things that have never been shown before, and I feel like that's cool. And it's another option, even if you don't try it. Maybe one day your camp is taken, you try to get in the main room group and you can't. You try to get in a fireplace or whatever group and you can't. And you're like, oh yeah, I remember that gnome's in that cave there. I could do that while I wait, or whatever. Yeah, just trying to help. The only problem is the darkness. This cave is dark, like, no matter what. Whenever I need HP, I'll be Troll Illusion. Whenever I need to see, I'll be Dark Elf Illusion. Whenever I need to look through a wall, I'll just be my gnomey self. And I can see if the ghoul is up from here by being a gnome. It's pretty cool. I can't remember if I ding or not, and I don't know if I want to, like, skip around in the video too much. I pretty much pause in between fights. So this looks like it's faster than it really is. But I'm pausing in between fights, so you guys don't have to wait 20 minutes, obviously. Alright, getting another kill. If you need to get away, just root him and run over here. Because he will beat your face in. Especially if you're 22 or 23. Once you get to 24, he's pretty much cake. He's a cakewalk. Well, when you're 22 and 23, he can beat your face in pretty good. And sometimes you have to root him and get away and let your pet take aggro. Eventually I start learning to root. And I start learning to put my back to the water. And I refine this camp. And I wish y'all could see me now. There he goes again. I rooted him, though. Is this where I die? I might die here, y'all. Did I get the death on video? Ooh, look, I might have got the death on video. See, this is what happens. You don't want this to happen. Oh, no. He got out of the water. Lucky me. Dude, if he did not get out of that water, I would have been dead. I'm freaking surprised I didn't die. Because that's exactly what happened when I did die. He kept jumping in the water, and I couldn't target him with spells. Luckily that hit. He's almost dead. I'm just throwing the kitchen sink at him. Don't worry about mana. Just kill him. Just kill him. If you have to, like, leave the ghoul up one time, who cares? Just leave it up. Stay in the cave. Wait till the next gnome comes through. I'm about to ding, so we might as well watch me ding, huh? We kill the tormented dead. Swimming through the water, right? Here's the tormented dead. Stabbing him up. Maybe choke him. Stab him up. That's all. He's green. He doesn't give experience. I just loot him. I just get him out of the way. Alright, here's the ghoul. I'm medding. I'm making sure. I kind of wanted to have like 50 mana at least before I start the ghoul. He never attracts these other. When you pull them from here, like nothing else will come with them. It never has for me anyway. And sometimes he'll even run towards them, but they don't aggro for some reason. All right, I just hit my pet with quickness. All right, here we go. Here we go. Casting slow. Laguid. How do you say it? I don't know. Whatever. Languid pace. Is that how you say it? I was trying to say something else. But I rooted him. I choke him. I pretty much let my pet do a lot of the work on the ghoul. I do a lot of the work on the gnomish spelunker, so then I let my pet do a lot of the work on Tormented Dead and the ghoul. But I still make sure I get full experience. Didn't have a lot of mana there, so sitting, just getting it done, just getting a kill. However I can do it safely. If that means I'm going to sit down while he's rooted and let my pet do it, it's fine. Don't care. The main bulk of our experience is coming from the Spelunker. This is just a little bit of extra, just for you guys, really. I kill it every time. And, but now once I hit 25, I don't think I'm going to kill the ghoul. Because at 24, it's still giving me okay experience. Like, almost greenish blue, you know what I mean? So it still, like, moves the bar. With the extra Zim in Unrest, I feel like something that just turned green still gives good enough experience if you're easily killing it quickly to just keep it there. Once I get to 25, though, I may cut out the ghoul because I don't know if it's going to be worth it at that point. I'll probably just stay in the cave. I may not even do this camp once I hit 25, but I think you could get to like 30 almost. I might be exaggerating slightly, but this guy's level 20. I betcha you could get to like your next spell level at least. If you really wanted to. If you're super patient and you don't care and you're just going to do this all day every day over and over and over, I guarantee you could get to 26, but potentially 27, 28. And maybe 30, but this might be stretching it. He might turn green at like 27, 28. I don't know how that works. I know you'd still get experience at 29, but I'm not sure if he might be green. Yeah. So I feel like you're stretching it if you try to. 25 is a good stopping point, but you could stretch it out to like 26, 27 probably. But 22 is amazing. Going from 22 to 23 was super amazing. Like chunks of experience. 23 to 24 was nice. 24 to 25 is still good. Now I'm about to see. I don't know. I still got 2 bubs left till 25. But I do love my new spells, man. 24 is a great spell for, or a great level for the Enchanter. You get you have a new slow, but it's a research one, so you have to. I don't have it yet. You get a new DD that hits almost twice as hard. It's super awesome. You get a new alacrity. So instead of quickness, you get alacrity. You get a new shielding spell. It gives you like a bunch of HP and AC and stuff. You get a new pet, of course, and I think that's it. But pretty good, pretty good. There might be one other cool thing that you get, but it's also research. Can't remember. I still don't even have mesmerization. I really need to get on my necro and start farming gear and like go buying spells for this guy. Bang! I think he resisted. He will resist here and there. But I'm saying I don't want to see any bodies in this cave. So make sure you're careful and throw the kitchen sink at him. Have full HP. Have full mana. Don't be any less than 22. Have a pet. Slow him at first thing. Slow him. Don't be doing. Here he goes. He's running. I thought I rooted him there, but it wore off. See, he's pretty fast right there. We might see him jump out of the water. Because I get slower and slower the more I loot. I get slower and slower, then I swim slower and slower. So I thought he was going to... So I'm going to jump out here. I'm going to hit my spell. But I don't think he went this way. But it still hit him. In the water. Like, how come that doesn't work like that in the cave? Like, if I'm standing on... I don't know. It's weird how water works with something in the water. You'd think you'd be able to hit it. But it doesn't always happen. I'm going to swim back to the cave, probably meditate a little bit. I'm looking through the wall right here. I thought I'd show that example. So the Tormented Dead will end up walking right here. And then you can also see the ghoul when you're doing that. Swimming, swimming, swimming. I don't know if Tormented Dead is... Guess he's not up yet. I'm so close to dinging, so I wanted to show y'all the ding. This will be me getting to 24, which means new spells. Freaking awesome. Doing some quickness on my pet. With the ghoul, I don't have a magic weapon yet. I really need to get one, so I would just quickness my pet. He does have a magic weapon, so I would just cast Choke and Sanity Warp and root it and stuff. Cast slow. Let my pet do the melee. I still need a freaking magic weapon. I need a lot of gear. I have like bare bones gear at the moment. There he comes. See? Doesn't matter. You can't like sit in a spot where he won't attack you. I don't think. So he's just a necessary evil. Just kill him. I would try not to spend too much HP or mana on him though. He doesn't ever give experience. So you don't really need to be doing damage to it. You could just let your pet take care of it if you want. It's kind of who he's attacking. I don't know if he's running up and because of us, but your pet's lower level than you. He's gonna aggro your pet. You need your pet. It is what it is. Just kill it. Now we're waiting on the ghoul. I think the ghoul actually dings me, so this will be the last fight. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Every single Wednesday we have the P99 videos. I do have the next one kind of recorded. I don't know if I'm going to use it or not, but I do have another session recorded. So I'm ready to go for next Wednesday already. Maybe one of these days we'll get back on the weekend videos. We'll definitely be seeing the Necro, that's for sure. Will we see the Shaman? I don't know. I do want to get out of that double hell. But I don't know if we'll see him anytime soon. I think we're going to see the Necro. We're going to see the Enchanter mostly. And I might pop up with a Bard or a Wizard video back from the starting A series. I don't know. You just have to stay tuned. And yeah, those weekend ones, maybe a Saturday. We'll try a Saturday eventually. If I can get way out ahead on these Wednesday videos, like get a bunch of sessions recorded and like get the commentary done and everything and be way out ahead, one of these days I'll throw up a Saturday video. So you got to stay tuned. You got to stay subscribed. If you want to see all the... I got so much on here anyway. Go watch one of the playlists. You don't have to always be watching something new from me. I got hundreds and hundreds of videos for EverQuest, for P99. And a lot of them are like an hour long. So there's no way you've watched every single minute of every single video I've ever put out. So there's a lot of P99 entertainment for you. I'm going to be quiet because we're going to ding, and I want to hear it. I'm going to mute up for this. The most beautiful sound in the world, right? Most beautiful sound in the world. Ding 24, y'all. Ding 24. But yeah, that's the daddest camp of all time. Another AFK camp from Sinnycool. One you probably haven't ever seen before. If you have, though, let me know. Maybe I'm exaggerating and you have seen this before. But I'm pretty sure I've never seen this one before. No faction, no aggro. Level 20 is what level he is. Don't start this camp till you're 22. It can take you all the way to 25, 26, 27, something like that. 22, it's amazing. 23, it's great. 24, it's good. I got my new spells now. It's awesome. I'll see y'all next time. Like, share, subscribe. Consider joining. It helps a lot. Tell your guild about the channel. Comment below. And I will see y'all next time. Peace.